Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to All the Mods 10 to the Sky, number 5, day 5, episode 5. Not day 5, episode 5. That's the best thing to refer to it as, I guess. My name's Riny13, and I've done a little bit of work off camera, as I typically do. And by a little, I mean a lot. And I don't mean a ton. Or maybe I do. I don't know. You tell me. First and foremost, I added another 50 trees like I do. And I just bridged out. Oh gosh, did I miss some? No, I didn't. It's just weird. I bridged out further than needed. I didn't realize it. I just kept going with the wood I had collected. Made a little tree farm, and you'll see a chaotic mess here. And I'm sure you hear it. I just have more dirt being quick made with quick farm. I may or may not have set up a soul sand farm. Man-made or handmade a bunch of sand, and yeah, we got some soul sand going. We don't need this much right now, but we will eventually. I just thought it'd be nice to get some of its collection going. The big thing, obviously, I upgraded some of this. As you can see, I've made some crucibles. I went ahead and it put on some logistical transporters on every single one. If my math serves me it's like 500 something crucibles. Yeah, it's 600. I don't know. There's 14 times 14 or 15 times 3, something like that. So I made quite a few just because we're not going to need that much lava, I don't think, but I don't know. So we're going to find out. And I got some random pants. There was a weird little event that happened. This red trader guy showed up. I don't know, and I also got these pants from a wandering trader, so insert that clip now of that happening. So red merchant, this guy just spawned, and I wanted to show this. He trades presents. Can I take as many as I want? Oh, they're just non-stacking. Got a bunch of them. I mean, we might as well just take them all. If we can, we might as well, right? Plus the bomb. I don't like how he wants a bomb. Plus paper. Okay, this guy is suspicious. Do I even have paper to do? I mean, we do. We just need more emeralds. Okay, so what else you got? Brown presents, a bunch of those. Light blue. I just don't have bombs. Can I make them quick? I don't even know what these are. Are they good for anything, or did I just waste a bunch of emeralds? Not that it's a big deal. Let's open this orange present real quick and see what it does. Oh, they have items in them. Firework, firework, firework. So this is all fireworks. Okay, I'm guessing there's a theme to them, right? That's one of each. Firework. Bomb. Rope. So the pink one give us bombs we need to be able to do the other trades. Okay, if he's even still here. Yeah, he's here. Let's open all the other pink ones. All right, Santa. 40 emeralds per for a light blue. Oh, it's to upgrade the bombs. Okay. Well, I don't really need the emeralds, so we might as well. Oh, he only gave a couple. Okay. Well, that's cool, I guess. Well, you're gone. And by the way, I am recording this the day after Christmas. I have done some work during Christmas. So, all right. So as you can see, it was Christmas. Technically the day after Christmas. Today's the 28th. It's been like 3 or 4 days of me doing some of this stuff and getting it going. So hit the like button. Do me a favor, hit it, press it, click it, do whatever you got to do. Mobile, PC, TV. I know it sucks to do, but please, I put a lot of work in. I also did a little bit of, I redesigned this just that way it's easier to grab stuff, because I did a lot of resource gathering. Doesn't look like much for the iron, but you can see it in the other resources, 5,000 redstone. And here's everything. You can see I got a bunch of iron, gold, alloys, copper, everything all set up, because I have a plan for what I want to get achieved today, and that is we have this somewhat automated. Obviously, if we had sand automatically made, this would be a infinite source, right, of soul sand. I have a sheet of paper here, and while you guys can't necessarily read it, part my chicken scratch, part just small text, it is a brief rundown of everything I'm going to need to make a sieve / automation for everything that is sievable. That is going to take 12 hammers, or by hammers, I mean flux hammers. So we need at least 12 of those. So let's start with the flux hammers. All right, 12 hammers. We also need a bunch of glass panes, a bunch of blocks of iron, and some hoppers. Good thing is I got a bunch of those. I'm already made up some glass to make the glass panes. Like I said, I tried to make everything fairly easy for you guys so you're not sitting here bored the whole time. So I need 5 per, quite a bit. So I need another 12. Well, good news is they come in sets of 16 when I make them, so I way overdid it for glass. Next up is the iron, of course. We need 12 blocks of iron times 2, so 24 blocks of iron. Perfect. Now we just need to make, what was it, 12 hoppers, which, I mean, it's fairly easy for me to make that. Boom, 12 hoppers. I'm sure I had some elsewhere too, but that doesn't matter. So now I can go ahead and make a bunch of these flux hammers. Boom, all 12 flux hammers are set. I might need more space over here than what we actually currently have, but what I also need on top of those 12 hammers is a bunch of sieves. So I need at least 8 of the automated sieves. A sieve can do soul sand, dust, dirt, netherrack, gravel, moss, blackstone, sand, endstone, deep slate. Of those 10 items, we only need to really do 8. We don't need to do moss or dirt at this time, so we're just gonna make the 8 sieves, and those take sieves, iron, hopper, a lot of good stuff. So we need 60 of these, kind of just like the last one. We need another 12. No, it's not even that much. We just need 8 hoppers this time. Boom. And I can always expand on it. Like, obviously, to get so for dust, you need to take cobblestone, turn it into gravel, turn it into sand, turn it into dust, right? That's 4 steps. So that requires 3 hammers. To get sand, that's another 2. And to get gravel, that's 1 hammer. So that's 6 hammers already in 3 of them. And that's 3 of the sieves. So already that's half of them taken care of. Deep slate, blackstone, netherrack, soul sand, and endstone take some different stuff. We'll get into that very soon. I will also need a couple of these stone block generators, or these generators. I need a total of 3 of them. So we will want to make those at some point too, just because a couple of the recipes require them. Well, I wouldn't say they require them for, I can't say they require them for everything or the most reasonable stuff, but for automating the stuff to hammer and then melt down, we do need them. So I'm gonna, where am I ever gonna get lava from? Ooh, no lava. All right, we got the flux hammer done. It gave us some of these resources early, which is nice. These flux upgrades are super important. They require cactus, gold, and terracotta, cyan terracotta to be specific, which is annoying. And then you can use them with the diamonds to upgrade them. They just make stuff run faster, but they also cost more power, which is the only caveat to it. And just like that, we got 8 spruce sieves, super easy. And then we should be able to just pop these. Nope, we need the iron first. We got 6 of the flux sieves. What am I missing? Oh, more blocks of iron. Okay, well, that's easy. All right, we got our 8 flux sieves, our 12 hammers. We get a free iron mesh. I guess we will need more meshes for the sieves, and I think hammers for the auto hammers. I haven't really used them a whole lot. I started using them before the bug for these. Like, these were bugged when I first played this mod pack, so I did everything a completely different route, and let's just say it was not fun. Why don't we go ahead and get started with some of this? We're going to use the space over here for the automation, and I'm going to try and keep it in each kind of item in one row or one little section here. In fact, I'm going to do it this way because it'll be a lot nicer than going down the long path. So, flux hammer. This looks way different than what I expected. We are going to need power cables from this over here, so I should probably grab those. All right, so this thing is not getting power. How do I give this thing power? Missing inventory on output slot. I'm guessing that's on the side. The top one is going to be the hopper or the chest system. So I'm going to need some chests, it looks like, which is totally fine. We can easily make those. What's the output side? Is that front, the back? Out of energy. I'm guessing it's on the side. Okay, so maybe it is on the front. Totally fine if it is. We can configure this however we need. So let's go ahead and configure this to be output on the side back there. It just dumped a bunch of the power into here, but that's fine. Yep, we got power. We got everything. Now, I should just take cobblestone, put it in this top chest, and it should turn it into gravel. Great news. I have a ton of logistical transporter pipes from making that chaotic mess. I do, however, want to set up a separate cobblestone generator, I think, compared to this one. I want to set one up over there just because that one could get backlogged if we ever start using all of our redstone. So let's go ahead and make a better one of these stone block generators. So let's go ahead and upgrade this to copper, upgrade this to iron. We're going to need more lava. All right, gold. Emerald is next. I forgot about emerald. Emerald, and then diamond. After that, it'd be netherite, which we don't need, of course. So we'll just go ahead and make our generator right here. So block of diamond, lava, water, and then we just take a chest, put it on top. Logistical transporter, we're gonna just do it like so. I do need to grab the wrench because I always forget that. By the way, if it seems like I'm out of breath or seem a little off when speaking, I kind of had a not so fun night last night. Wasn't feeling too well. I'm still kind of feeling after the fact. But I'm trying to push through to get a video up for you guys. So yeah. All right. So if this is working, this will take some of the cobblestone. We got 1 gravel. That was super fast. So this is where these upgrade slots come in handy, because obviously the cobblestone is racking up really quick just with the setup we have. All right. So I went ahead and I flipped this thing around. just because it makes more sense to have it this way. And hopefully, yep, it spits out the gravel just fine. We got the cobblestone going in just fine, I think. Yep, cobblestone going in there fine. Now it's just the power cables, which I need to adjust slightly. So this will allow us to, of course, take the same bit of cobblestone and dump it into this chest to hammer it and to make gravel here. And then what we'll do is we will take our little guy here, do another chest, and I'm sure I'm overcomplicating this. Does that actually work to put gravel in? We're gonna find out real quick. It does not. Okay, that's fine. Wait, maybe it does. I didn't set this to pull. It does. Okay, so I don't even need to do a chest on top. I just need to get one in front. In fact, I don't even need to do a chest up top here, but I like having the little bit of buffer. So now, as long as this is working, out of energy. Oh yeah, duh. Which we can resolve by putting the cables this way, but I've, of course, got to get more. All right, now that I got more of the cables for the power cables, we can come over here and power this. And this should, yeah, it turned it into sand. So that one's all set. And now we just got to do the same thing right over here. We take the hammer, put our chest, take another one. So I put 2 blocks in between it. So we'll do it again, put the chest. We of course need power cables coming through here. I didn't line this up very nice with the torch situation, I guess, but that's okay. So we put a chest up here. We get our advanced cables coming along like so. Of course, it's going to send the cobblestone down the line. It's going to fill up that end first and then come down these. Totally fine that it does that. Then I just need to put one in front of each of these and then set it to push, pull, put an inventory in front of here, and this will turn it into dust. And from here, we did 2 in between, so we'll continue it just to keep the theme going nice. Put our sieves in place. I, of course, do need to power these as well. And then this missing inventory on output side, which I'm hoping the front counts. We're going to find out real quick, which I'm going to need more outputs. I think with the sieve, they take it on the bottom. Mesh required. Okay, so yes, we're going to have to change up this style a little bit. Put the sieve on the top of a chest like so. And then we just got to get a mesh for each of them, which we're going to want to use the diamond mesh just because it gives us the best rates of stuff. We're just going to steal from our manual form or manual setup for now. And I can just right click each of these. So now all I should have to do is this. Hook that up, push, pull. This should get the gravel. It is, machine is working. Boom. It gave us resources. Wonderful. So now I can just do it with each of these. And now that I have this all set up, I can easily add more of these. You know, I can do another set, no problem. I can also add the speed up cards or speed upgrade cards to make this go quicker. Don't really see a need to yet, just because we're not there. What I do need to do, so we don't get clogged up on crap, because we will get clogged up on crap, is get it to automatically put stuff into here. To do so, I'm pretty certain I can use this logistical transporter. And even if I can't, I'm pretty certain that does it. So we're just going to go ahead and run a wire. We're going to run it right on top of this one here. Save some space, push, pull. And I know I'm overdoing it with space, but that's okay. Every time I try and super condense stuff down, stuff goes wrong. So now all of this stuff should get pulled and hopefully sent along this way. Maybe not. Maybe I need to set it up with the controller. Let's give that a try. See if that does anything for us. Yeah, look at all these items go. It's hooked up to the controller. Everything is going to get put in its spot, I'm hoping. Yeah, everything's getting put in. So now I have an automated system for resource gathering. So let's just see if we can watch like that iron one go up real quick. There it is right there. So that knocks off the first set of things I wanted to do from this list. Again, you can see there's quite a bit of things. So that's number 1. Next up, I still got deep slate, blackstone, netherrack, soul sand, and endstone. Blackstone is a netherrack byproduct. So we're going to want to do netherrack before that. So let's start on netherrack. To get netherrack, after I reload my shaders on accident, netherrack is made with either nether essence, which we aren't into mystical craps yet. Mystical crops is lava, 2 sources of lava, a generator on a netherrack block. Or we could go the stupid route of witch water plus consuming lava on redstone, but that doesn't make sense. So we're gonna get 2 pieces of Wandy T. Ooh, he's got a pretty decent sword. Mending on the sword, you know what, we're gonna take that. So nothing stupidly good, but it's worth getting. Because this mod pack has apotheosis, you get some decent gear when it comes to trades from the Wandering Trader. And now we're no longer using the Sword Slayer, but we do have looting on this thing, I think it said. Yeah, looting 5. When we make a mob grinder, we're gonna be cranking out stuff. All right, so this is where we need another generator. we're going to start by getting some lava and some water in our inventory here. All right, we got our stone generator. Now we need to grab some copper, grab some gold. We got to grab some emerald, grab some diamonds. Boom, copper, boom, iron, boom, gold, boom, emerald. And we don't have enough buckets for the rest. Okay, that's fine. Or we ran out of buckets of the lava and water. Super easy for us to get because boom, diamond. We're going to need 2 buckets of lava for this with our netherrack, because to make netherrack, it is lava, netherrack with the generator. All right, we're going to come all the way down here and set up our little lava generator, or I should say our netherrack generator. So boom, I just remembered I got to put it over the netherrack here. So we'll pick this up real quick, break that, boom, boom, boom. Now we should, there it is. Stack of netherrack per, and we'll come over this way, place our little hammer, place our chest, place our sieve, which needs to be a block higher, I recall. And we lined it up with this. I guess that's because it had the hammer in front, but that's okay. Logistical transporter, boom, boom. This one can get it like no, we need to put a chest over here too. Chest, logistical transporter, push pull, grab the cable, power everything, place our torch back down somewhere decent there. And then we just need our mesh, because of course I forget to grab the more meshes. I should just grab a decent set over here instead of making them. I'm lazy, whatever. So I got 4 of the sieves done. No, I got 3 sieve items done, so I still need to do 5. There we go. We got 5 meshes. That's how we know when we're done making every single item. So now I can put the mesh in here. This is hammering them out. It's getting a bunch for us. We'll be able to see our products. Just like that, blackstone pebbles. Now, automating create. I don't know how to really use create. Automated shaped crafting. How the heck do you use this? I don't know how to use create. Flux compactor. How do I make that? That seems right. It can automatically, oh, it just compacts stuff. I haven't used this before, so flux compact. There we go. So 3 pistons. Oh, we need a bunch of iron for this thing. Wow. We do need to make a, whatchamacallit, a couple cobblestone. Need to make some pistons. Isn't too terribly hard to do once I have some more wood. So it took 3, and then we just need to make a hopper, and then a redstone comparator, which is 3 redstone torches, and requires 1 piece of quartz. I should have quartz somewhere. I don't have quartz anywhere? Am I getting it from our gravel, or our netherrack, I should say? Yeah, look at that. We're automatically making it, so I just need the 3 stone. Because of course I'm forgetting 1 item. Thankfully, you'll notice that this furnace here is still hooked up to this chest that I've been using a lot. Don't need it, because I can just use the electric furnace and it goes much faster. It goes faster and can do multiple items at once. So, flux compactor. This is where this part is going to be weird. I think what I'm going to need to do, I don't know if there's does this have an interface? It does. Okay, machine starting up, missing inventory on output side. No idea what side that is. We're going to put it like right here. This is going to be fun to figure out because I have 0 clue on how to actually use this. All right, so what I think I can do, and I'm going to try doing, is taking this, turning this into a iron chest upgrade, not put our chests away. What I'm going to do is turn this into an iron chest, because in here you can get slots. And if I type in filter, I can make a chest filter. That's for backpacks. This is for storage. Filter upgrade. Filter items piped in and out of storage. So that requires a couple string, redstone, and the blank pattern. The string is easy because I obviously have that. I just need to get 4 redstone and a upgrade, which, got the upgrade. So I just need redstone. So if I do this, filter upgrade, advanced filter upgrade. I don't think I need the advanced filter upgrade. I think I just need the filter upgrade. I think what I can do is put this in here, filter, and then I can filter the blackstone to go into the chest here, like just transport only that out of the end or the product of the netherrack being sifted, and then I can send it right to this crafter. So if I do something like this, put in the filter, take one of these blackstone pebbles, block, match sorting contents, allow. So if I do this, then push pull, it should only take the blackstone pebbles. Yeah, look at that. Wonderful. Then I can do this. That's probably not going to work. Let's do it like this. Push, pull, put a chest on top and hope that it sends everything in there nicely. I don't know what the output side is. We're going to find out in a moment. It also needs power to work. Let's give it a try now. Still missing inventory on output side. Either of those faces. Neither of those work. I wonder if it's on the bottom like the other one. It would make the most sense if they put it on the bottom. So if I go like this, push, pull, slap a bunch of those in, machine is working. So now it should. Yeah, there we go. Blackstone automated, because the only other ways to get blackstone is crushed blackstone, gray paste, netherite essence, or nether essence, stone essence, pebbles, and then that, or lava and witch water, which I'm not short on lava. That's for certain. Otherwise, there's all these other variants, I guess. Maybe bulk haunting, crushing has a chance with whatever. So now I can take this blackstone and we're gonna come over here like we do. We're gonna place our flux hammer, put our chest on top, put our chest in front. Our sieve is gonna go here. Our sieve, which by the way, I'm gonna check off that we got the netherrack done. This chest, of course, is gonna get its stuff from this. So we're going to just run it this way like so. It's still sloppy. I totally understand. It's fine. We're going to have to power everything still. We're going to put our mesh in here because it still needs one. Mesh required for operation. Then I just have to come over to this chest, push, pull, and it's going to send the blackstone through here. Then down into the hammer. Perfect. Then it should crush it. Takes forever. Now we're down. Boom. And now it's sieving it. Boom. Blackstone pebbles. You get it from both netherrack and from crushed blackstone. I kind of stuttered on my own words there. On a diamond mesh, you have an average output of 3.5. Netherite is 3.75 with the chance of all of these other goodies here. You can also get basalt pebbles. So one cool trick I can do is I can do this, and it's going to take any of the blackstone that we get from here, shove it into this chest, and it's going to cycle. So this is a semi-refining. Eventually this should fill up really quick because we're getting blackstone from 2 different sources. So I checked that off the list, which you can kind of see my check marks. We're down to 3 left: deep slate, soul sand, which we're pretty close to, and end stone, which is going to be the hard one. I'm super excited. Plus we're getting all these fun items. I mean, quartz, blaze powder, gunpowder, and magma cream. What I should do real quick is I'm going to see if all of these items are in the chest system that we have over here, or in our little sophisticated storage where you can easily do so like so. Okay, quartz and magma cream are not easily fixable if I do that. Oh, that's not what we want. Extra crap's going to fill up there. We're going to put that there because then it's going to put it in the correct slot. Does glowstone have its own spot over here? It does. So we got to fix the glowstone spot too. Boom, quartz. So now it'll fill it up into the correct slotting. But I can take the advanced logistical transporters I have and combine them with this chest or set them down the line. The only thing I don't want it to take is the blackstone. It's gravel. We just kind of wait and see, I guess, to see if that's working right or not. This taking gunpowder, magma cream, which I know we have. Ancient debris is the only thing that it's getting slapped around. So, whoops, am I on? I wasn't on the right setting. Push pull. We will take this, do a jump skip over. That was perfect amount. And so now this will take everything as well. What's it going to do with the ancient debris? Unless I already have a slot for it. I don't remember getting any though. It is taking these pebbles. That's okay. We'll just have to figure it out at some point. It's not a perfect system. I guess it's just filling up what it can for now, which is fine. Yeah, the ancient debris went in there. So I would basically need to cut off 2 other things or fill them so that it doesn't happen. All right, so the final thing we have is soul sand, endstone, deep slate. I think the soul sand one is obviously one of the easier ones. If I just fill up this chest, we can have it going. I'm gonna set that aside for now, just because this whole system being moved, I don't want to deal with it right now. So we're gonna put that one. I'm gonna actually star that one. I'll just do that off camera. I'll kind of match this, do it off to the side, nothing too crazy. So that leaves us with deep slate. Deep slate can be attained of a couple different ways. Deep slate pebbles, which is from dirt. Cobbled deep slate, which is packed ice and lava. Packed ice requires a bunch of ice essence, blue ice. It is not an easy thing for us to get. Bulk washing. I don't know how to use the bulk washer. Band behind flowing water. So if I get a bunch of snowballs, I can also make them. So it requires slime and white dye. How do I get slime then? Slime can be from biomass and clay in a metallurgic infuser. Biomass is a chemical oxidizer, which shouldn't be too hard for me to make. Dynamic tank. Okay, chemical oxidizer. So chemical oxidizer, let's try and make one of those. I've never done this before. Takes a couple of these, some of those, I bet. All right, what do we need? Basic chemical tank. Osmium and redstone. Osmium, grab a stack of redstone. Basic tank, which I'm sure I'm gonna need a second one for, so might as well make 2. I know I'm gonna need more. Dynamic tank, which is 4 steel around a bucket, 4 dynamic tanks, and then a personal chest, which is some steel, chest, and glass. So if I do this, I need 1 more chest. Go figure. Personal chest, chemical oxidizer. I'm gonna just quick slap that here. And then if I take carrot, no, what can I turn into biomass? Oh gosh, biomass. Block of biofuel and biomass. Biomass can be made from nothing relative. Block of biofuel. Biofuel. Crushing can do a lot of different random food bits and items. Potatoes work. Okay, so if I just take some of my potatoes I have somewhere, I'm sure we can make biomass by crushing them. The fun joy of whatever the heck mod this is that gives me crap ton of different variants. I hate it. Why would you do that? All right, so this gives us biofuel, which chemical oxidizer can give us biomass, which I can then use biosteel dust on clay to make slime balls. Then I can combine them with white dye to make snowballs. So we're gonna need our clay. I don't need these carrots, so we're just gonna randomly slap them in here. So we come over here, slap that in, chemical oxidizer. So now we got 5 millibuckets of biomass. In a metallurgic infuser, it takes 10 to make a slime ball. Okay, so I can do that. So that's 20. That's not too bad then. It's just gonna take a decent bit, but I can shove it in here with some clay and it'll make, so for 1 clay block, 4 slime balls, 4 slime balls, I can turn them into snowballs. 1 snowball plus a barrel equals 1 ice. So I need a total of 9 snowballs, which honestly means I don't even need that much more. I should be good if I do 2 more of these, right? Like this should be plenty. I bring it over here, put it in here. Oh, I need 1 more. Okay, but I got the 5. I guess I would just need to take 1 clay. Oh no, so hard for me to get 1 clay. I guess it's more than that. Boom. So now I got 9 snowballs. Combine them with that. I got 9 snow. I can come over here. It gave me 2 pieces of ice. I guess I'm just gonna come over here and make my stuff this way. So then that gave me my 9 ice, which I can then turn the 9 ice into a packed ice. With this packed ice, I add it with lava, and I can make cobbled deep slate. So that means I need another generator. Let's go ahead and throw this extra stuff away that I don't need right now. Grab our buckets of lava as well. So now I can go ahead and boom, diamond generator. Then all it's gonna take is 1 thing of lava and we are set to making the deep slate. Finally, grab our lava bucket. I'm gonna need more resources and stuff to set this up, but that's okay. We'll come over this way and we'll set it up like right here. Packed ice. Bucket of lava. I don't even have a chest on me, but that's okay. I obviously need more steel right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and quick make a bunch of steel. I want to check now that I got some of the cables, make sure these aren't backlogging or anything weird. Yep, all seems good. They're getting resources. Yep, perfect. This seems good. That's not good. Well, it is good, but it's not doing as much as I would hope. The deep slate is going okay. I think what I really need to do is just figure this chest out, like do another filter, because it's not going through here first, which is my problem. Pebbles, I think, are going out that way. So we're gonna undo this real quick. And I think I gotta do another filter system. All right, let's give this a go. Now that I have the filter, let's see if we can filter everything that comes out of this. So if I use this, what can I get from diamond mesh? Magma, nether, gunpowder, blaze. Oh, we don't want to stuff in here. Actually, it could be useful to start with blaze, gunpowder, magma, quartz, gunpowder, blaze, magma, gunpowder, quartz, blaze. Perfect. So now if I do this pipe here, push pull, it's only going to take the stuff from here out of this chest, and the rest of the blackstone pebbles and stuff are going to go in there. So this isn't filtering anything either. So we need to do another filter, because this does get pebbles, and pebbles are going to, okay, so I do need to set up another chest for it. Easy enough for me to do, because this one, we just need the ancient debris, gunpowder, and whatever to go. This crap's not going to leave though. Dang it. Only this can be input. Okay, so now that should clear it up. This should give all of its blackstone pebbles to over here. This is going to build up on what it can grab from crushed, which 1, 2, 3, 4 gun mag debris mod, gun mag debris mod, magnum, yeah, whatever. So I just need to do 1 more filter. Boom, got the 2nd filter that we need for this instance, or the 3rd overall, I guess. We can go ahead and put it in here. We got to set that up to pull items, because of course it's not doing it right. Mod, gun, debris, and cream and debris. So now if I set this up, push pull, it should properly take the items and cycle everything as we want. Finally taking these. This is actually going pretty well. It's just taking forever to make more. Of course, I have this farm over here going, or started, but I didn't even get it properly going. There we go. Cobbled deep slate, just because I needed more of the resources. So for the hammer, yeah, we put the hammer like so. We'll put the, I don't know, put the thing there. Pretty sure it's going to be, oh man, I keep forgetting This is where the ME system, wireless terminals, all things like that would be really handy to have. Because I didn't have wood for chests, and that's something I frequently need. While I'm over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the couple sets or stacks of this blackstone that I have and just run it into the system over here, into the crafter. This will be the first machine that I use an upgrade slot for, honestly, because holy crap, am I gonna need it seems. All right, we can put our flux sieve here real quick, put our diamond mesh to it. Machine starting up. Yep, and it's working perfect. Missing inventory on output side, that's fine, we got you now. And then push pull, it's not exactly where I clicked, but okay, game. Push pull, we got that. So this is going to take that, turn it into the crushed variant. Boom, crushed going into the sieve. This is going to output for us a ton of stuff. Big thing I'm looking at right now is that uranium ore chunk. Why do I want uranium? Because then I can take it, make uranium ingots. From there I can make uranium blocks, and you'll see it can be used as a fuel reactor, crucible, 20 times melt rate. Right now, we are using lava, which is a 3x melt rate, which ain't a bad thing at all. But imagine the amount of lava we could make and use if we had this going. Do I need it? Do I need all this lava? No. But we could build our own nether with it. We genuinely could make our own nether, hence the title of the last episode. I should have used it for this one, but whatever. This is going to fill up really quick. I'm hoping that all of these have items for it, that we can just slap it into the system. We're about to find out though. And actually I should set this up first. Push pull, boom. Now that I know about this flux compactor and the ability for it to compact items, what I can do with that is compact all of the resources that we are getting as I sit up and fix my posture, of course, because this chair, I don't have it reclined. Look how far back I can lean with it already. And you can hear it. Sounds awful for the squeaking, so I apologize. Almost knocked over the Dayquil I have. I'm going to have to figure that out. I've done a lot of new learning and stuff for this pack already. Even just making snowballs that way. That's totally new to me. All right, so as long as this is all good. Yep, that still seems good. I do want to make more of these because this machine is the only one that isn't going quickly. So let's make some upgrade slots, or these upgrades. Where are they? What are they called? They're in the quests. Basic tools. Okay, harvest tier 5, whatever. Chapter 2, yeah, so flux upgrade, gold upgrade. Okay, so this gold upgrade requires glass, gold, cyan, terracotta, which we got to get cyan dye for, and some other crap. What is this entity over here? It looks like there was an entity over here. Weird. So what do I have for that? Nothing in inventory. Glass. I'm gonna need the terracotta, I think is the only thing. Yeah, cyan terracotta. Terracotta is easy enough to get. It's green dye and blue dye. Oh, let's go ahead and make a stack of this. Turn this into, oh boy, I got tons of clay. Steel now. Let's take our green dye here, grab a stack of lapis lazuli, or blue stuff, make our cyan dye. I doubt I'll ever need that much. Grab our terracotta here, make our terracotta crap or whatever, and then 12 of these. Okay, so there's stacks 3, which is a max set that I can be, but I can turn 3 of them into a diamond with a bunch of diamonds. Well, if only I had a bunch of diamonds, because it's just this to get 1, 2, 3, 4, and they stack into sets of 3 too. They take a ton of power. That's 2048 RF per tick. On their own, single, it's 512 per tick, which is still really expensive. You got 3 of each. Our power input right now is 515.2 FE per tick. That is all those 4 little generators are doing. I got to ramp up power. That is a huge thing that we're going to have to do yesterday. But I can check off the deep slate because we got that farm going. The only one that I have left that we're going to work on is the end stone, which don't mind that. End stone can be made a couple different ways with this and whatever this stuff, right? Barrel mixing, lava plus glowstone, or block generator, end stone, which it consumes the lava source, plus witch water over glowstone. I'm going to try this method. I don't know how the lava aspect's going to work, but good news is like I said, we got a ton of lava. We're not hurting for it. I just got to figure out how to dispense the lava. I don't know how to do that, but let's go over to our compactor, throw one of these guys in. 80 ticks. Okay. Whoa. Did it just do a bunch of them at once? I want to see this. It just did 16. Oh my gosh. This thing's gonna get cleared. Oh gosh darn power supply though. Oh my gosh. We also have no inventory space again here. So I'm gonna need to make another generator. We're gonna have to figure out how to dispense lava. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to put lava on the ground. Just gonna throw all this stuff in here. Hammer, sieve, don't need those. We're gonna need these cables and whatchamacallits, I'm guessing. Keep the wood on us. I can do the mixing route with the glowstone. I mean, glowstone we are getting from, or we will get from soul sand, but we're getting from dust, and with diamond mesh it's 11% rate, so it's pretty quick. Maybe we just go that route. Barrel plus lava, because I can easily pump the lava in to get the, yeah, why don't we just go that route and do a quick little test. Advanced mechanical pipe. So this is buckets. Obviously, if I connect it there, it doesn't do anything. So if I do this, and just for testing sake, I've had lava there, of course, or diamond. We'll put our chest here. We will put the wrench away. It's one thing I should never put away, and I put it away. So if I pull that, take the lava from here, put the glowstone in there. Okay, it does that. And I set up another logistical transporter to a chest right there. It'll take it out. And then this is just a easy farm. Is this just the easy way to do it if I somehow get the glowstone redirected? Yeah, okay, that is fairly simple as long as I can get lava going. So we'll take the lava out of there. I love how the lava instantly tried to burn our chest. So I need a lot of these mechanical pipes, which are unfortunately steel round buckets. So I need a lot of buckets real quick because I'm gonna probably need to use a lot of our lava. Good news is I have a lot of iron and stuff. So we are not scraping by at all. And as you can see, I have a lot of advanced mechanical pipes. I don't really need to do a big fast flow system for this. In fact, just getting the lava out of one side is probably going to be enough. It's just going to be a pain to go through with the wrench and set all of them to pull. Okay, so I got the first set of these set up. I guess I got to take out these. Okay, I got the first set of 3 done here, and I'm just going to drag them along the line here. I'm going to set up these stone barrels, set up the stone barrels like so, these mechanical pipes like so, and I'm just going to feed them in off of here. So these fill up the lava. If I take the logistical and I'll put some here, I'll set these to pull. These will pull out the resources, put them in this chest. And this will be our endstone chest, to which I will then take our hammer, put it here. I put the sieve in the wrong spot. I put the sieve where the hammer goes, put the sieve and hammer in their correct spots. This one needs the mesh, which of course I put the mesh away. I can take this logistical like so. This will take the endstone, slap it in there. I just need to somehow get glowstone from our system there to over here, or glowstone from the rest of our pool. Glowstone is from soul sand or from dust. So I need to take the dust system we have, filter out the dust, and send it over there. So that of course means we need another chest with a dust system to it, or a filter. I don't want to do the glowstone manually. I don't know about you. That sounds hecka boring. Just for sake of keeping, I made a couple filters just because they're getting tedious. All right, so we got our gravel, sand, and dust. The dust, of course, coming here. I need a way for dust to go into here, but nothing else. Maybe I do it here, not the dust, but the glowstone. Put the glowstone here, allow, and anything glowstone that comes down this path will first go into here, hopefully. We'll see. I mean, if I put a couple in there, where do they go? If I take 14. Okay, perfect. The glowstone goes into here first. That's exactly what I wanted to see. So now I can take this glowstone, bring it all the way down here in a very goofy way. Do this for the system. So now it should take the glowstone from that chest that we get. If I go ahead and put 44 in there, they go into this chest. Input, output, push, pull. The glowstone immediately gets taken from here and sent all the lonely merry way down here to be put into these 6 stone barrels, which will then turn them into endstone, which will then sieve them into their respective items. Mesh required. Dang it, I totally forgot to grab the mesh. Only thing I don't like about this is the raised system, the fact that it's up in the air like this. I'm just gonna fix this real quick. I don't like it when it's up in the air if it doesn't need to be. It just makes it an extra mess here. I do gotta, if I want to do it here, I have to do this. All right, platinum is the only thing here that it looks like this system isn't capable of handling right now. Just with whatever is in our system, totally fine. Don't think there's anything else getting stuck though. So I just gotta make sure there's a spot for this. And of course there's 2 ancient debris slots, because why wouldn't there be? Cactus and kelp, I'm pretty sure. Yep, there's 2 slots for that, because why wouldn't there be? The chromium gems of crap, that stuff, of course. There's Why does it do this? Why? In fact, I could probably, hopefully that fixed it. Nope, because of course it wants to do this crap again. There's slots already taken. I don't know why it does this stupid stuff. Is it just going into the first slots that it can? It is. Okay, whatever. Is there magma cream elsewhere? So it's just putting it wherever the heck it wants. You win for this instance, and I gotta mine ancient debris manually. So now I should have everything set up for every single sievable item except for the soul sand. And as I said, I'll take care of that off camera, do it myself, just because moving all that setup is not very fun, nothing new to it. It's just doing this whole process to it, of course. Crushed ends. I forgot the sieve again. It's the one thing I keep forgetting is the gosh darn sieve. Clearly this diamond upgrade is doing wonders because it's kept up, and we got blackstone galore going through the system. It's actually got more than caught up. Oh, the flux hammer is the part that's stuck now. What can you expect? Mesh required for operation. Gonna take this crushed end stone, crush it, and we got nothing for the first set. What we can get out of the diamond mesh is coarse fruit, draconium dust, ender eye, coarse fruit, and ender pearl. It's the one mesh that we want to make into nether, right? Because we get 3 more items in skulk, echo shards, and shriekers. That can come later. I don't think there's any super valuable items to get from here. Otherwise, it's just the draconium dust. I made our first netherite ingot. Not that we can do anything for it until we get more into apotheosis. On that kind of note, I guess it's just boiling down to growing some sugarcane, which, I mean, it's sugarcane. It's not that terribly difficult, I'm guessing. One of my favorite things in mod packs like this is the ability to make snad. And with snad, I can get a bunch of sugarcane really quick, which allows me to work towards crafting, or not crafting, but the enchantment table. I mean, I don't even have to crouch and this stuff grows. I say that and it doesn't want to grow. Okay, so now that I got that, obviously the next few steps would be to get cows or some form of leather. Obviously, I don't have that going just yet. Same with the mob grinder are the 2 really next big things to kind of do and get tackled. So I think I'm going to wrap up today's episode. I've been recording for an hour and a half. It's going to be fun to cut this down. So subscribe, hit that button, take a quick moment here for me. Like, do whatever, leave a comment. What do you want me to continue doing? Any tips to improve our madness of a world that we got as I fail to use the F5 function? I plan to, like I said, just move this over here and just automate it for the sieving for the soul sand. I don't plan to do anything else too crazy. I mean, everything else is going pretty smooth on its own. Maybe I'll make a crap ton of wind generators, throw them up in the sky at max height, and get all of these power lines to max. I don't know. We'll see. Results for today. Next episode, we'll worry about getting the mob farm done. Maybe I'll slap it over here somewhere, or maybe we'll start on mystical agriculture or agricraft, whatever it's called. Get some grinds for animals and hostile mobs going. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Have a great rest of your day, and as always, peace out.